Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you have your seats just finally, it's always a welcome thing to be in Singapore, which is a great shipping town. Everyone knows each other. It's nice to see each other. We'll have plenty of time to network a little bit later over cocktails. But it is my deep pleasure to be here tonight, to be your MC. My name is Tom Leander. I'm the Asia editor of Lloyd's List, which is the maritime newspaper, and a friend of Ravi Mehrotra's and Andrew Mehrotra's, and appreciator of Ravi's book, which I've read, and we're here tonight to launch that book. But first, it is my duty and my pleasure to introduce the principal individuals who are here tonight. I would like to welcome Mr. Olav Ek Thorsten, who is the chairman and CEO of Tome Group of Companies. Olav, if you could stand up. And I would also, of course, like to introduce Ravi Mehrotra, a man who everyone knows, the chairman of Foresight Limited. And Mrs. Mehrotra, welcome tonight. Andrew Mehrotra, thank you. And the host tonight, who is Captain Ashok Batura. He is the MD, Managing Director of Sonoda Shipping, and Honorary Consul General of the Consul of the Republic of Malta in Singapore. So he holds two very, very important posts. And I would also like to bring to the stage and introduce Captain Atul Vatsa, please, who is the Senior Manager, Marine Standards and Vetting, Tome Ship Management. Thank you. Now, what we're going to do tonight is we're going to see a 6-minute video about Ravi, his remarkable life, and some of his views, just as an introduction. And then after that, we're going to hear from several individuals who know Ravi, appreciate him, and understand the meaning of this book and its charitable cause. And then after that, I will read from the book and talk a little bit about Ravi myself. And then after that, everyone is free to have drinks. I want you to all have fun, but I also want you to grasp the meaning of this book, which is very important. So first, we're going to start with a 6-minute video. Thank you.
Mr. Ravi K. Mehrotra, the founder and principal shareholder of Foresight Limited and the Foresight Group, is a legend who walked along with time, who set his own path to success. He is a global leader in the shipping industry and owner of a multi-million-dollar business empire, which he built entirely from scratch. A marine engineer by training, Ravi Mehrotra quickly rose through the ranks at the Shipping Corporation of India, holding various senior positions, including secondment at managing director level on international joint ventures. In 1984, he decided to start up on his own and came to London, where he established Foresight Limited. His business grew on the back of a shuttle service management for export of crude oil and the purchase of multi-purpose ships which traded internationally. By 1989, he had ushered the company into offshore drilling and reefer shipping, which formed the backbone of Foresight during the next 2 decades. Tankers and multi-purpose ships were added to the fleet and managed from Cyprus. Since 1994, he has been a member of Lloyd's Register of Shipping Committee. He is on the committees of DNV UK and American Bureau of Shipping. Today, the group is well diversified and runs an operation encompassing investment worth $750 million, fast approaching $1 billion. Despite the company politics, revolution, recession, and cutthroat competition, Ravi Mehrotra combined family with faith, intelligence, and industry, using skills and strategy to tread life's path with commitment and vigor to build a global business.
After decades of building global operations of the Foresight Group, during 2007, Mr. Mehrotra developed a new division to focus on the emerging market of India for the dynamic growth opportunities that it presented. One of the major steps was to foray into branded retailing in joint venture with UK's leading $250 million retailer, Payworth Limited. Payworth England is a $60 million joint venture of the Foresight Group and is focusing on branded premium footwear retail across India. Paywaz England has more than 30 exclusive retail stores at leading shopping destinations in the country and has strong partnerships with Reliance and Lifestyle, through which the brand is sold at more than 100 locations in India. The company has also made investments into world-class R&D facilities in Tamil Nadu, India, and in Guangdong province in China, and employs more than 500 personnel across India. Paywaz England is focused on establishing more than 500 stores and being the #1 premium footwear brand in the country by 2020.
Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II of England had conferred CBE Commander of British Empire on Mr. Mehrotra in 2006. Mr. Mehrotra has been the honorary professor at Cambridge University of Management for the past 15 years. Mr. Mehrotra has also been recognized as one of the most influential people in the shipping industry by Lloyd's List 100 2011. Apart from the achievements he made through his career, he has proved his talent in other fields also. What's in it for you? The book written by Ravi Mehrotra attracting the readers around the globe as it deals with the traces of his life's journey from cadet to chief engineer, from a small Indian town boy to the city of London, from employee to entrepreneur, and from humble beginnings to final success. At the end of my 30 years of service in BBC, there I was presented with a pension for life. Perhaps if I had been presented with Ravi's book when I was a teenager, my life might have been very different, says Sir Mark Tuley, renowned journalist and writer in the foreword of What's in It for You. What's in it for you? The 10 management mantras. Life lesson 1, family first. Life lesson 2, dream and learn. Life lesson 3, make your mind. Life lesson 4, measure your time. Life lesson 5, open your eyes. Life lesson 6, risk is right. Life lesson 7, face the fight. Life lesson 8, escape your box. Life lesson 9, make failure work. Life lesson 10, enjoy your journey.
It is all based on the 10 principles of business management, where I have tried to give to the youngs how, with no financial support, they can still grow into business. So that is the whole purpose of this book.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring to the stage Captain Ashok Batura, who's the head of Synota and also the honorary consul of the Consulate of the Republic of Malta, Singapore. Thank you.
Namaste, Nihama, Salam Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal, Goodwill to my chief guest, and good evening to all of you. I am here with my emotions to thank and welcome each one of you for your overwhelming love and support for this event. First of all, I like to welcome our honorable chief guest, Mr. Olav E. Thorstensen, Chairman and CEO of Home Group of Companies. He has spent nearly 40 years in Asia working in the shipping and marine industries and has sat on various high-level associations and Singapore government bodies, which include Singapore Shipping Association and Marine and Port Authority of Singapore. Sir, your presence for this book launch is very appropriate. Thank you, sir. May I request Ms. Parena to present a bouquet of flowers to the chief guest as a gesture of our appreciation. Next, before I honor the author, I like to honor the cause of his very existence and success. Mr. Mehrotra, in his book, has acknowledged two women in his life as the cause of his success. One, although cannot be present here physically, but she is showering her loving blessings from the heavens on her dearest son. She is his beloved mother, late Amar Devi Mehrotra. We pray for her and thank her for delivering a wonderful child like Ravi. Second one is present right here. His lifelong support and woman behind his success, his beloved wife, Mrs. Manju Mehrotra. It is indeed my great honor to welcome her. May I request my beloved wife Saritha to present a bouquet of flowers to Mrs. Manju Mehrotra as a token of our love and respect. Thank you. Next, the man for whom we have gathered here to celebrate, the author himself and my dear friend Mr. Ravi Kumar Mehrotra, CBE, Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. We read history, we learn history, but exceptional people like Mr. Ravi Mehrotra make history. Ravi, a mariner by profession, is now a global leader and a tycoon in the shipping industry. I myself, being a mariner, and with me many mariners present here, take great pride in welcoming you, sir. One thing I'm very happy to say today is that Mr. Mehrotra has raised the profile of mariners. Our wives usually taunt us as being useless, considering us confined only to steel and engines of ships during sailing and laptops and Blackberries when ashore. But no more, sir. Now we can boast that we are highly intellectual species. And if they will support us, we are potential tycoons. Thank you, Ravi ji. May I request Mr. Dharmendra Sheshat to present a bouquet of flowers to Mr. Mehrotra as a token of our love and appreciation. Ravi Saab, merely presenting a bouquet of flowers is not sufficient enough for me to express my deep love, affection and respect I have for you. I like to give you something more than that. In my language, I call it pyar ki jaffi. Others call it a loving hug. If you allow me, sir. We have gathered here for the book launch, What's in It for You? I can say that there is everything in it for some, and definitely something in it for everyone. Well-known BBC correspondent Sir Mark Tully has written foreword of the book. In his foreword, he has given a touching tribute to the book by saying, "At the end of my 30 years, there I was presented with the pension of my life. Perhaps if I had been presented with Ravi's book when I was a teenager, my life might have been very different." Ravi Sahab, I also feel the same. Why didn't you write the book earlier? Nevertheless, it's better late than never. I'm very grateful to Mr. Tom Leander, Editor-in-Chief Asia of the Lloyd's List, for gracefully agreeing to help us out as an MC for this event. I like to welcome the media present here to cover this event. Mr. Dev Bhalla and Mrs. Shobha Bhalla from India Se, Miss Crystal N from Fair Play, Miss Renuka from Radio Masti, and Captain Sunil Nangia from Sailor Today. I also like to thank Mr. Chandan Basu, son of late Shri Jyoti Basu, ex-Chief Minister of West Bengal, for staying back for this function. Thank you. Ravi ji, I like to thank you very much for giving me this chance for the launch. This has given me new dimensions of experience and stature. Now I will look forward for the next launch that could be of a book or a ship or an oil rig. Finally, I like to say that everyone has a book in him or her. It only depends whose book is worth penning down. However, I see here many learned friends of mine whose books are worth publishing. Please go ahead, write your book, and call me for the launch. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Captain Batura. That was very good. That was very warm and welcoming. Thank you. Next, I would like to bring our chief guest, Mr. Olav Ek Thornton, the chairman of TOME, to say a few words and to launch the book itself.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Captain Vatsa and Captain Batura, for inviting me for formally launch the book, What is Enough for You, by Mr. Ravi Mehrotra. Coming from the shipping industry myself, I have of course heard of Mr. Mehrotra and his Foresight Group growth over the years. However, I was not aware of the interesting story behind his success. When I was invited to be a guest for the launch of the book this evening, I went through his book and was surprised to read about his journey from a simple small town boy to a global leader in the shipping industry, an owner of a multi-million-dollar business empire, which he built entirely from scratch. However, the most interesting aspect of this book is not his story, but the life lessons he has drawn from them. The life lesson defined by Ravi can lay out a roadmap for every young